Welcome back, YouTube. If you're watching this video, that means that you probably have gotten something like this in the mail recently or in the past, and you're just curious as to what it is, what it's all about. And today I'm going to be giving you guys the breakdown on mail offers, specifically on this mail offer for the Indigo Mastercard. Now, today we're talking about the Indigo Mastercard. This is a card that I've covered before previously on my channel, and I like to cover this particular card because this card sends out so many offers, right? And there are so many different cards, such as this card, that are on the market, and they send out all these offers, and people just don't know whether or not they should apply, right? So, whenever you get a card offer in the mail, you typically would think as to whether or not it's a good offer. Is this a predatory offer? Is it not? And different people are going to have different opinions. You're going to have some people who say everything that comes in the mail is predatory. You're going to have certain people that say, depending on the deal, it's predatory. You're going to have certain people that say it's not predatory. It's up to you to make your decisions, right? And what I'm going to say is, looking at this card, depending on your credit situation, this could potentially be a option that you may or may not want to go with. Now, would I recommend this card to everyone? No. However, are there certain people who may benefit from having this card? Possibly. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of talk about it. I'm going to talk about some alternatives and just really break it down to you guys. So if we're looking here at our terms and conditions for the Indigo Mastercard, what you're going to notice is this particular card, right? It has a 29.9 interest rate. Okay. 29.9 APR. All right. The cash advance APR is 29.9. The cash advance fee is $0 for the first year. However, after the first year, it's 5%, $5 or 5% of each transaction, which is whichever is greater, and not to exceed $100. Okay. It has a late payment fee of $40, a over limit fee of $40, and a returned payment fee of $40. Okay. Now you may say, okay, well, what is the catch, or what should I know about this card? The first thing is interest on this card. You will not pay this 29.9% interest as long as you pay back your purchases within 25 days. That's right here in the terms and conditions. So you will not have to worry about paying interest as long as you pay your card off within 25 days. The other thing that you need to know is, if you do pay interest, there will be some instances where you'll pay down your card, but maybe you don't pay it off in full. They do have a minimum interest charge of 50 cents. So if you are charged interest, it will be at a minimum of 50 cents. Now, this particular card does have an annual fee. So for the first year, this card has a $75 annual fee, and for every year following that, it has a $99 annual fee. All right. This particular card, when they send this offer, usually it gives you a initial credit limit of $300 to $500. That's just what they send it with, and it's always pretty peculiar. Typically, they send this card offer out to those who have lower credit scores, people who are recovering from bankruptcies, people who have multiple charge-offs or collections accounts and things like that. And for people in those particular situations, if you want an unsecured card, no, it's not going to have the best limit. However, with having this unsecured card, you're talking about putting yourself in a situation of having an unsecured card, it's going to report every month. It's going to be a revolving trade line. It could potentially be an option for you. Now, if you do not have a consistent cash flow, or if you consistently overdraft or things like that, and you can't use cards that pull the played system in order to get approvals for those cards, then this may be an option for you. If you're post bankruptcy, this may be an option for you. If you can't get approved for a secured card elsewhere, this may be an option for you. It's just something to get your foot in the door. Now, with this particular card, when you get it, what they actually do is the annual fee, they put it on the card when they send it. So if you get approved for the $300 card, when they send it, it has a $75 balance on the card, and you'll have $225 left to spend. And then once you pay off that $75, obviously it's a revolving trade line. It goes right back up to the $300. So once again, as far as this account is concerned, if you're not, post bankruptcy, or, you absolutely can't get approved anywhere else, I would not really recommend you going for this particular card, or any account similar to this. But when you look at this account compared to certain other banks, even if you compare it to, per se, a Capital One card or something to that nature, the interest rates, they're not great, but they're not outrageous. The penalty fees, a late payment fee of $40 is pretty normal. Return payment fee of $40 is pretty normal. The over limit fee of $40, it really depends on the bank. A lot of banks don't do the over limit fees, but the ones that do, it is around that amount. The cash advance fee, 0% for the first year. You're not really going to find that anywhere else. So that actually is a pretty good offer, as well as, no interest for the first 25 days. So as long as you're not holding a balance on this card, revolving a balance, and you're truthfully using it to repair your credit, this particular card could be an option for you to use to get yourself out of a bad situation and into a slightly better one, and reestablishing your credit. This isn't a card that you're going to hold for the long term. I typically don't recommend you guys open stuff that you're not going to hold for the long term. But if you are in one of those situations, like I said, post bankruptcy, large collection or charge off debt, this may be an option for you. With that being said, as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.